Hello everybody, and just and welcome back to Shy Season 2, or second core maybe, because the numbering continues after all. This is episode 14, second episode of the second core season, whatever. Right. In the previous episode, we basically got reintroduced slash introduced to some characters, right? We get reintroduced to Teru, to Pils Dunant, the Black Star, I think. We get reintroduced to Pepesha, to Iko, to David W. Jones, and to Li Mingming. And we get introduced to at least one new character, Adam Rockwell, America's hero. I don't think we've met him in a previous core, but he was shown here, and we now have a little bit of an expanded cast. Was there anybody else? Anybody I'm missing? I don't think so. No, I think I mentioned everybody. The entire first half of the episode was all those various people, all those various heroes going about their day, and then learning that a disaster has struck in Lego City, build a boat and help them, essentially. Adam Rockwell helped stop a bus. Pils and David helped the victims of a flood. Teru saved a little girl from getting isekai'd with a truck-kun, and Li Mingming saved a monkey from a falling boulder. And Pepesha visited Pepesha stopped an armed robbery after visiting a store. Someone noticed, and I didn't double check, so I'm just gonna repeat a rumor that I heard, I guess, that the store that Pepesha was in was the same store that her mother bought the cake the day she was murdered. So that was an interesting closure to that arc in her life. And that was the first part. We got reintroduced to the characters, introduced to a couple of new ones, reintroduced into the world of heroes, right? That they're everyday normal people, but sometimes they have to do hero stuff. And yeah, that's basically it. The second half of the episode was Teru's adventure with being interviewed, and the adventure of the interviewer, whose name is not listed, but she is a character. Who noticed Teru saving that little girl from being isekai'd and wanted to interview her, looking for a big hit. Right, interview with Japan's hero. She's eating 50 steaks in the morning and then trains lifting boulders and stuff like that. But turns out, no, Teru is just a normal girl. She just eats some toast in the morning. She just gets some udon in the evening. She does some light jogging in the morning, and there's nothing really special about her. She likes normal things. She does normal things. Not much of a story, is there? Eventually it turned into Teru interviewing the interviewer in the end, asking her why is she, in the business? Why is she trying to run those stories? What's her goal? And she remembered that, oh, it was actually my grandmother who told me that I'm writing good and I should be writing, and so I decided to write and pursue this goal, and grandma gave me this scheduler, and oh, I remembered my goal in life. And Teru again proves to be the therapy hero. Basically. A very fast, quick, one-off therapy session that very much helped the interviewer girl, and she got a little bit more spunk in her, right? Wanting to write some stories, asking to write some stories, right? Stuff like that. Much more lively. And she still decided to run a story on Teru, but I believe the angle on the story now is that, look, the heroes are just like us. There's nothing super special about her. She's doing all the heroic stuff, and you could too. I assume that was the message. We have not actually read the article. Iko did, and she teased Teru plenty. So that was nice to see. I'm always a fan of Teru and Iko. And the creators of this story are probably too, because the ending, I mean, come on. And then the episode ended with a mysterious character appearing, cloaked in shadow, carrying something with her, and ominously saying, "Oh, I can't wait to meet Japan's hero. Dun dun dun." How's it gonna go? I don't know. Who is she? I don't know. What's her goal? No fucking clue. But I guess it provides us a little bit of a segue into this episode, because otherwise there would be basically no connection between episode 1 and the rest of this season. And not that we didn't have episodes like that in season 1, because there were plenty of episodes that were just purely slice of lifey basically, but they were more like in the middle of the season. The starting episode was nothing like that, and the starting episode was the beginning of a whole another arc. Meanwhile, this episode was really not. Until, you know, the last bit that kind of teased the arc that we're going to see. Yeah, I think that's it about the previous episode. What can I tell about this episode? What do I expect? I don't know. Maybe we're gonna meet the mysterious character. Maybe we're not gonna meet her. Just anybody's guess, really. Maybe it's gonna be kept for episode 3 or episode 4. Maybe we're gonna meet her immediately at the beginning. Maybe she's gonna move into Teru's place. Actually, that would be an interesting thing, and it would be a perfect trope, wouldn't it? Right, a transfer student arrives and moves in with the protagonist. How many stories are with the exact same fucking plot? It would be nice though. It would make Iko jealous. She would probably want to move in as well. And we got a little bit of a glimpse at Amalareik. They're hanging around, they're seething over Teru, and they want to do their things that we still don't really know fully what those things are. And Unilord is also wondering about them, just as we are, so we have something in common, I guess. And yeah, I think that about covers the previous episode. So how about we start watching this one and see what actually happens, right? Shall we? To do it, you will need your subs, of course, to follow along with me. Please don't run. I'm gonna need my sound to hear what's going on in the show, and I'm gonna have to ask you for support the channel. If you want to monetarily on Patreon, YouTube down below, or not, share my content, spread the word, costs nothing, helps a lot on Patreon, was you early access. And with that, we can start watching episode 14 of Shy in 3, 2, 1, go. Starting with the opening again. Okay, maybe I'm gonna be able to glean some more stuff out of it after the first episode has concluded. Okay, that's Teru. I thought for a moment it might have been like young Stigma, but probably not. And I see my camera flickering, so there we go. Quick reset. Okay, now we just get basically elements of the first OP. Well, not yet, but soon. What's this tower? Is this the Unilord space station? No. It's not a Tokyo Tower either. We'll see. Yeah, this is just from the first opening. Yeah, that's the swordsman lady that I guess arrived now, and another weird lady with a tattoo on her face. Probably a member of Amalareik. Oh, I'm sure Iko wouldn't mind letting you use hers. Where is she even? Oh, could you bring me an umbrella? Is he asleep? He is asleep. I did not know those creatures can sleep even. Creepy school at night. I mean, you can wait for her to finish her thing. Okay. Wait in the library. Makes perfect sense. Who might you be? Is she the new arrival? Well, turn them on. Ah, an eye patch. Full on fucking Chuunis. Okay. That's nice. I was about to say that she's gonna say, "Oh, my eye aches. The demon wants to get out," and she just fucking said it. Pay attention to me. I didn't notice you here. I mean, you could say that. The Chuunis. Or that, sure. It's dirty on the inside. Okay, I can still see the subtitles. Another weird club. Yeah, could very well be. Yeah, just take your stuff and run. That's some serious thunder and lightning. She's afraid. Yeah, she doesn't want to be alone. And Teru, being the hero that she is, of course, is going to help. What club members? Yeah. Some sort of an urban legend? Of course. Of course, every school has 7 wonders. A staircase that has a different number of steps? That's just windows. Right, Beethoven was deaf, wasn't he? Well, this one could be like a Amalareik thing. And the 7th is so mysterious that nobody knows about it. Oh no, the bloody book. Hmm. I guess Victoria escaped from Alchemy Stars and left her book here. Where are you looking for it, though? Seems like you were just sitting. Hmm. True. At this moment, something awoke in Teru. Just look for, like, bloodstains. I mean, you're unlikely to find any, but probably yes. Hmm. Who might your senpai be, I wonder? Let's not look for it then. Let's not look for it then. Books exist to be read, after all. She dropped her Chuunis play. What up? Oh, she's short. So she did not look for the top shelves. Yeah. Yeah. There is a method to the madness. She's a hero. That's just how she is. Just looking at the top of the shelves. That's a lot of books. And that looks like a notebook. No, it's probably not the book. It's probably a notebook that she lost or something. Authored by her senpai? Maybe? Well, I'll be. In Sharpie, but yes. Yeah, it was a book written by the club. Oh. Hmm. Gotcha. I guess that's why she was certain that it exists. No, actually. I mean, that's a very cool tradition for a club to have. Well, now you gotta make a magazine and hide it. Oh, it immediately just got warmer. Is it gonna turn out that she was a ghost all along? And no student such as her exists? Or something? Not impossible. What, senpai? How did I know that? What? There's no literature club in our school? Yeah. Oh, that's so good. I mean, she said that now she's not gonna have any regrets. Hmm. Oh, so she is the sixth wonder then. That would be more than a daydream. That would be a fucking psychosis. So hopefully not. Hopefully she was a legit ghost. Probably. I mean, if she was able to go to heaven with no regrets, then. Oh, hello. Gotcha. That's why it has no members. That works as well. Sure. Like double reversal. Oh, we get some info on Envilios. How unusual to see you in casual clothes. Yeah. You can't be chasing after, every single little robber. If someone tries to snatch our purse, hey. Purse snatcher? No. Uh. Oh, it's the girl from the train, right? And that's an interesting way of speaking. Simasenna? Is it like some specific dialect? Well, we just happen to be going there. Oh, she's going to henshin to stop a purse snatcher. She's gonna notice. And that's where the story starts, right? Okay, so it's Kansai dialect. Gotcha. I mean, it seems pretty idyllic to me. You can see she's an outsider. She's not blushing. I mean, yeah. Wanna join? Oh, was she like raised in a temple or something in a mountain village? Probably. She's not wearing their school's uniform, though. Either casual clothes or she's not a transfer student there. Maybe a transfer student in some other school. Assuming there are other schools in this town. Yeah, I guess she could be a sheltered dojo-sama. She would fit the trope. Okay, she's one of us. She's blushing now. Now she's a member of the gang. Let's show her the wonders of a modern world. Also, I just noticed the, like, Iko is wearing very girly clothes, and Teru is wearing very boyish clothes. Like, you could give Teru a male name, and they would just be a straight couple. And karaoke. Yeah, she doesn't have a curfew. No, I mean, you can see her, like, bit of hourglass figure, bit of bump up top, girly clothes. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's something a hero has to do, but Ai is probably going to stop him herself with her katana. Oh, open ice! And it's just a training sword, right? Yeah, just a bamboo sword. Did she stop Teru knowingly? Like, did she know that she was about to do the click click? Or just, you know, I'm trained in it, I'll handle it. No, just a glass of cold water. You're on the run? Why ever would that be? I mean, there can be various circumstances. Yeah, you're already members of the same blushing gang, so you're practically sisters. Who could it be, I wonder? Amalareik or the Unilord? Depends on whether she's a villain or a hero. Probably not like a hero, because that would mean Japan has two heroes. Village, gotcha. So actually some like mountain village rather than a sheltered dojo-sama. What's that flying in the sky? Watching them, probably, yeah. Do you have anywhere to stay for the night? Or is she just playing them? I don't know. I still don't know whether she's a good guy or a bad guy. Oh, she might be a hero. She has like a blooming indicator on her hairpin. Oh, ninja then. Yeah, I mean, Shinobi's heroes. That's, you know, funny story. Oh, so it wasn't a bird watching drone. It was a ninja. Sure. I mean, yeah, undoubtedly. Okay, sure, we have ninjas now. Okay. Heroes wasn't enough. Interdimensional fucking beings wasn't enough. Let's add fucking ninjas into the mix. Why not? That's fine. Oh boy. Oh. So I still can't figure out the main story. Like, we're still in the area of slice of life, essentially. Kind of like the slice of life that happens around episode 200 of Everyday Regular Slice of Life, once they run out of ideas how to make going to the store interesting, so they bring ninjas or something, right? In that vein, but very much still slice of lifey. Can't remember, do we get a preview or a title at least? No, we get nothing. I don't even get a title of the next episode. Alright, well, that's gonna be ripe for speculation. Okay, let's watch this episode again, shall we? O-P-O-P-O-P. Yeah, that's a character. And that's her. Yeah, and that's the ninja that landed. A fairly, I just noticed, like, fairly low effort opening. Like, the editing and stuff and music, that's perfectly fine, but a good chunk of it is reused from OP1, a good chunk of it is just shots from the show itself. I think the first opening was better, like, visually speaking, and maybe not necessarily better, but had more effort put into it. This very much reminds me of the, like, first Zom 100 opening, when they didn't have a proper opening made yet, so they were mostly just using scenes from the previous episode with some music and some additional stuff. Kind of reminds me of that, except they're not using scenes from the previous episode, they're just using constantly the same cuts. School during a rain, during a thunderstorm, really. Envy Elio is sleeping, yeah, not gonna be of much help. A girl, lonely in a library, Chuunis, of course, my right eye aches, classic. All that was missing is if she found the book and she was like, ah, my left arm is reacting to it. All that was missing. Yeah, pay attention to me. Reciting poetry, Beni Hanawa, third year in the literature club. The dwarf who resides in the library. I guess she's not particularly tall, so maybe a dwarf. Yeah, not joining a literature club yet. I wonder how many times is Teru going to be, maybe not scouted, but interacting with all sorts of various clubs. I wouldn't mind if it was a recurring thing, honestly. I'm not sure if she would join any of the clubs. I think it's better if she just, goes between clubs every now and then, visits this club, visits that club, speaks to those people, speaks to that people, right? Visiting the calligraphy club gave her a lot, right? Made her better at being a hero, made her better at controlling her powers. So it would be nice if she was able to, like, take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, right? And learn from multiple clubs instead of just being assigned to one singular club. Yeah, she's probably the reason indeed. I mean, if everybody who comes into the library gets a poetry recited at them, they're probably gonna go to the roof and learn there or somewhere else, or learn at their friend's place or whatever. Everyone is a poet at heart? Debatable. Yeah, she's afraid of the thunder, she doesn't want to be alone. Of course. No other club members, she's alone, scared of everybody else. And the Seven Wonders classic. I'm actually surprised that one of the wonders is not the staircase that has a different amount of stairs going upwards or downwards. That's a classic. That's so much a classic. Instead, we get the classic student ghost in a toilet. Face on the gymnasium. That's new. Locked storage. Listening Beethoven. Stain shaped like a person behind the school. Well, that just looks like a remnant from fucking Hiroshima or Nagasaki. So this is like actually legitimately fucking terrifying in that way. I don't think this is the town of Nagasaki or Hiroshima, so it's probably not that, but it immediately evokes this sort of association, so this is the one, like, legitimately terrifying thing among the bunch. Shadow of a girl who disappeared from the school grounds, and the Bloody Bible. And of course, Teru loves scary stories. Who's the voice actress? Yeah, I think we might have a voice actress. Teru reacted to that. Let's check right quick the voice actress for Benny. For Benny Hanawa, that would be Aoi Koga. Aoi Koga, who also voiced, let's see, anybody I would recognize? Knives Chow in Scott Pilgrim. Sensuality Noir, have not seen. Kaguya, of course. Of course, wait. Of course, that's Kaguya's voice. Yeah. Okay. Now I know. Anjay in Princess Principal as well. Komi in Komi-san. She has range. And plenty of other people. While I'm looking at the VAs, I'm gonna check right quick. Ai Tennouji. Who voiced her. And she was voiced by Kotori Koiwai, who voiced people in mostly... actually, no, there's not a pattern. PA in Bocchi the Rock, Rin in Precon, and some other people. Renge, yeah, she's the voice of Renge. She's the voice of Mano from Takagi-san. And plenty of other roles. Okay, there we go, checked. Literature club, yeah, probably not joining still. Can't find anything. But the senpai assured her it's a thing, because the senpai probably was there during the creation of this book. Gotcha, that's why she knows for sure that it exists. Who knows what it is, but books exist to be read, so I'm gonna read it. Come hell or high water. And immediate camaraderie. You understand books, don't you? You understand my love for books, don't you? Do you love books as well? Do you want to swap recommendations? You'll be the next club president. Alandaba's a ghost. Right, good thinking. Let's search higher than she can reach. Lo and behold, immediately noticed it. I thought it's not actually going to be the book. I thought it might be like a maybe notebook that she lost and she was looking for it in reality, or maybe her being so Chuunis, she created this book herself but then lost it, or maybe some bully grabbed her I don't know, notebook or something and threw it up top and she couldn't find it, something like that. I was thinking that it's just not going to be the Blood Book. It's going to be something entirely usual, entirely mundane. And it turns out to be mundane, but, you know, in a different way. It actually is the Bloody Book. It's actually called the Bloody Book, but it's just a magazine that the literature club is making. Yeah, the club's magazine. Graduating students would hide each year as part of the Seven Wonders. Yeah, cool. That I actually really like this sort of a tradition. I really like in general the concept of passing the torch, so to speak, right? Like we have this notebook, and every year someone adds an article to it, and then we hide it, and whoever comes after us has to find it and add something of their own, and then hide it again. And it's, you know, it shows the progress of the club. It shows all the different people being members of it. It shows how many years the club existed, right? It shows its age. I am really fond of stuff like that. So I really like it as a concept. I'm so glad I found it, yeah. And just immediate change in color temperature, in light temperature rather. From like... Actually, let me try to match it. That's like very blue. So... I can't go below 2800 Kelvin, so that's as blue as I can get. How orange can I get? Very orange. Yeah, so maybe not to this, but to like... Yeah, like 5200 Kelvin. 4800 Kelvin. Something thereabouts. That was the temperature change. Yeah, very orange. Thanks for everything. I have no regrets, and she disappears. I legit thought that she's actually a fucking ghost, or it's Amalareik at play, or it's, you know, something along those lines, right? Something actually paranormal, but in a known way, where Teru or Unilord or other heroes are equipped to deal with it. But no, instead we get another... Yeah, literature club had no members. Dun dun dun, right? This big moment. Oh, we thought she's just a normal girl, but no, she's a ghost. And immediate, you know, not misdirection, but like... You know what I mean. We were led to think one thing, but then it was revealed it's another thing. And it makes sense, and they really spend a lot of time like getting into the idea that she was a ghost, reflection that she's not in, juxtaposing the blue tinted photo on school grounds, and the legend of the girl who disappeared, and the red glowing eye, and her words about not being able to rest in peace, right? All sorts of stuff like that really leads us to believe, holy shit, she's a ghost. And this monologue, right, was able to save her, was able to get her a good passage into the afterlife. And then we get immediately another subversion. She's actually alive and well. It's just, yeah, the literature club doesn't exist. It was absorbed. Whew, cool. And Vilio, 25 years since birth. So I guess heroes are a thing since 25 years ago? Or were there heroes even before Envilios and Unilord? I don't know. Shrimp is friends who work for Unilord. They do various grunt work tasks like contacting heroes and helping with cooking. Yep. Now, son. Purse Snatcher. Right. Yeah, I mean, is it a job for her? She can't hope to be everywhere there's some sort of a crime happening, right? She can't be there to stop every single person littering. She can't be there to stop every single robbery. She's just a one single hero. And so she should be using her superpowers where superpowers are required. Karaoke, she's a little clumsy with her sword. I thought that she found who she was looking for. That she somehow figured out that, yeah, that's where Teru's gonna be, that's where the Japan's hero gonna be, I found you. And she's finding some sort of... That's an interesting bug that just landed on my lamp here. I should probably close the window because it's nighttime and all the bugs are trying to get in. Yeah. I thought she had it figured that it's her, I found you, and she's going to be pretending, right? That she's, oh, I'm just a tourist, you know, I'm trying to find my way somewhere, wherever. Could you get me there? Could you walk with me? Oh, that's weird. Why is this alley so empty and dark? Right? Oh, I wonder. No, I just wanted a detour. I heard it's a shorter path, and then she attacks or something like that, right? You know what I'm talking about. But no, apparently she really seems to be genuine. Yeah, Ai Tennouji, with Kansai dialect, apparently, going to Tanpopo Station. Just came today. I like this effect on the trees. A little bit of, like, cross-hatching that they use in those stylized moments, right? In the opening, in the ending. It's cool. It's interesting, at least. Kinda takes you away a little bit from... I don't want to say from immersion, because, you know, it's not easy to immerse yourself in a motion picture in the first place. But, I don't know. I guess it just kind of tells you that, hey, it's, you know, it's an anime. I'm not saying it in a bad way, by the way. Like, make no mistake, I like it. I'm not trying to diss their choice here or anything like that. I'm just trying to figure out... I mean, is there anything to figure out? It's just made here for artistic purpose, and let's just leave it at that. There doesn't need to be any more to it, does it? They made this artistic choice, and it is what it is. Kansai, I guess it's very easy to tell by the dialect she uses. I mean, if I was able to catch the fact that she's using a different dialect of Japanese, I, who knows close to zero Nihongo Jozu, then I'm assuming a native speaker of Japanese would be able to figure that out very easily. Vacation. Terumon Jiyama. I thought that at this moment she's gonna figure out, oh yeah, she's my target. Holy shit, I just happened upon her by complete chance, but yeah, she's my target. But no. No, she doesn't, you know, doesn't react to it, pretty much. Yeah, we're going to a karaoke. And she's been sheltered probably in some game center, yeah. In some shinobi village, I'm assuming. Like, tilling fields being their only daily fun. As a bit of a rest from endless training and hanging from trees and upside down with crossbows and shit like that. Yeah, bit of a shelter dojo-sama vibe, but apparently not. Apparently not quite what it is. Having plenty of fun in some sort of a popular center with some flight simulators. What is this place? Probably not a laugh hotel, but it's something. Oh, it's the karaoke center? Yeah, she was trying to convince Teru to get in. Why did my mind immediately went to fucking laugh hotel? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Of course it's the fucking karaoke place. I don't have a time limit. And yeah, her parents are not here. Purse snatcher. Can I hard shift? Interesting how she's concerned about Ai and not about, like, other people around. Like, there are more people around than her. There's plenty of people in the street, and all of them would see you hard shift. So, right, one way or another, someone's gonna see you. Everyone's in danger. I have to. I really thought that she knows that Teru just wanted to henshin and wanted to stop her. But no, she probably was like, you know, those are two girls from this civilized society. They probably don't know how to fight. I know how to fight. I was trained in it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help them. It's my duty. It's my, as someone who can do it. Something like that. I'm gonna assume immediately that this ribbon matters. It has some sort of a meaning for her. Maybe a gift from a mother or a sister or something like that. A ribbon on Ai's sword case is important. I was also expecting her to have like a sword, a proper honest to god katana. Also, holy big eyes. She has huge fucking eyes. And I thought that it might be a katana, but simply sheathed, right? She doesn't need to unsheath it to defeat her opponent, right? She doesn't want to kill anybody, so she uses just the scabbard versus a switchblade. But no, it's just a bamboo training sword, it seems. A very nice smears on her eyes. I really like those like smear on the pupil coming from the pupil. And they are like really fucking exaggerated, and I love it. Easy. Still a little bit of clumsiness left, right? She has her training, yes, but underneath the layers of training, she's just a clumsy girl. I wonder if there's something more in this bag though. It seems way too big for just a kendo sword. No, it's not a kendo sword. Kendo sword is like round, so just a training wooden katana, I guess. I wonder if she has a real sword in the bag as well. Ai has a real sword in her bag as well. Yeah, I don't want to go to the hospital because I don't know who are they going to notify about it, and I run away from home. Right. I'm being stalked. And where was that shot of something in the sky watching them? Yeah, there it is. I thought it was a bird. I mean, it looks like a bird. I think it is a bird. I don't think it's the ninja guy flying in the sky. I think it's just a bird. But this shot really made me think that, oh, someone's watching them through the eyes of the bird, and she's actually being targeted by someone. Would you stay with me a bit longer? Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Who exactly are you? She's from a shinobi family. Right? Oh, ninjas, girl. Ninjas don't exist. You're a funny guy, aren't you? Shinobi Village, what is it? Naruto? Are we living in an anime? Now, heroes. Ugh. Heroes with like fire powers and shit like that's the real deal. But ninja, are you kidding? Ai-sama. So, Ojo-sama after all. Ojo-sama after all, probably Ojo-sama who wanted to experience some outside life instead of just being sheltered, and this dude has been sent after her to bring her back into the village. Probably something along those lines. I ran away to see the world. She's an heiress or something, and this dude is Tokimaru. So Tokimaru has to bring her back. Probably that's how the story goes. It really is a ninja. I had something else to note down. I just can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, line of shinobi. What was I thinking about? can't remember. Oh well. If I remember it, I'm gonna say it in the next episode, or I'm gonna leave a comment or something. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. So, there we go. And there we go. Right. So, good episode. We are still in the slice of lifey period, right? We're doing plenty of slice of lifey stuff, having fun at school, engaging with urban legends, with other clubs. The actual proper story has not kicked in yet. I wonder if the real actual story is going to be centered around Ai somehow. I don't know how. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how exactly, but maybe. Right? I mean, if she wasn't important for the story, she would not be a part of the story. Right? Stands to reason. She could very well just be a lost tourist that they help, and that's where it ends. But she seems to be a character that sticks around, and I remember what I wanted to note down. Ai stays at Teru's place. Presumably, if she ran away, she doesn't have a place to stay. I don't know if she even has the money. I mean, she had to have the money to pay for the train, but does she have enough to pay for a hotel? I don't know. She could stay potentially at Teru's. Right. How could she be important for the story, I wonder? I thought initially that she might be another hero of Japan that tries to take Teru's place, right? Like she believes, oh, that Teru, she's just, she's a loser. I can do sword, I can do shuriken, I can do ninja things. I'm a better hero than her. I'm going to, run her out of business, essentially. I thought we might be going for this sort of a plot. I thought we might be going for a plot along the lines of Teru's greatest fan, or, well, I guess in this case not Teru's, but rather Shy's greatest fan, arriving to finally meet her idol. But, I mean, we still don't know, because she doesn't know that Teru is Shy yet. So it could very well turn out to be the case. What else could there be? If we... I guess in the promo material, I saw Teru with a sword. Could it be that that Ai teaches Teru how to sword? Maybe, like, to give her a little bit more combat ability, right? Like, Teru cannot fully control her fire and stuff, so in lieu of that, she's gonna be using a sword. Maybe, I mean, sure. Ai teaches Teru how to... I'm gonna say how to ninja rather than how to sword, because I think she might teach her more than just the sword. I think she might be teaching her a little bit of ninjutsu, something like that. Yeah, I think it's a solid assumption. I think it's a solid theory. We'll see how it pans out. What would cause Ai to stay if Tokimaru found her? I mean, the easy explanation is that she convinces Tokimaru that it's safe for her to stay, right? Or maybe she convinces him to give her like a week more, or a month more, or something like that, and then they get wrapped up into something and she just cannot leave. Something like that, maybe. Something like that. Or maybe she convinces Tokimaru that, oh, I'm safe, and you are here as my bodyguard, so you can keep me safe, so I can stay here. That's usually how it goes, isn't it? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We don't even know why exactly she ran away. We don't even know how exactly, is she planning to stay here? None of that. None of that we know. So we're gonna learn that in the future, I guess. yeah, this episode wasn't that big in general. We got some nice slice of lifey bits early on, like double subversion. That was super cool. I really like that. And the second half, we get to meet a new character, a new addition to the cast. And the longer she stays with Teru and Iko, the more she's blushing. And now she's fully part of the blush gang. Right. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I do wonder still, though, what's exactly gonna be Ai's role here. Is she actually going to stay with Teru, or is she maybe just a, I don't want to say throwaway character, but just like an arc character where there's an arc where she stays for a week, teaches Teru sword, and then fucks off? Or is she going to stick around for more? She's going to learn the truth about the heroes, about her, about Teru. She's going to help them find the Amalareik, right? Are we involving her more? Or is she just going to, appear, do her thing, disappear? I don't know. We'll see. We'll learn all about it in the future. The bugs are going crazy, so I'm gonna have to really close the window. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me for today, but maybe you guys have something more to add on the topic of this episode, my reaction, my theories, stuff like that. Say so in the comments down below. What did you think of them? No spoilers, please. Spoilers can go to my Discord here, also in the description below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to be notified of future videos, not only Shy, but also Wasuyu, Spice and Wolf, Vistoria. This one is fucking amazing. Go and watch Vistoria. And QA Isekai, and plenty others coming in the future. The season is still starting, so there's gonna be plenty more shows I'm gonna be watching. Click the bell to be notified of when those shows come out and when I go live, because I do go live sometimes. Support the channel if you want monetarily on Patreon down below, where for $10 a month you get early access to non-seasonal shows like Wasuyu, and for just $1 you get a role on the Discord and a place in the credits. You can also support me directly on YouTube, membership, super thanks, super chats, stuff like that. And if you don't want to spend any money whatsoever, you don't have to. Share my content, spread the word, it costs absolutely nothing and helps the channel a lot. And now, with all of that out of the way, that's gonna be it from me for today. So as always, you guys do all the good stuff, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers! And here's my wonderful Patreons: QB, Without Anedze, Rene, Yuki Ala, Ishtamu, Dr. Ward, Friedrich Jung, Akamancer, Marsh, Vassal, and Hans Peter. And you can join them if you want without having to run away from a shinobi village.